All right, so when I like to relax, I like to just do landscapes. They're easy to do. They're very relaxing to do. So this is a black canvas. We're just going to take this little sandpaper block. And scruff it up a little bit. I want a lot of tooth in this, but I also want it to be a little smooth. Now you may see some little like flecks here and there, and they're not going to be of any interest to us at all. But they're caused by if you don't get your gesso stirred up enough. So let me show you here. Don't get your gesso stirred up enough, your plaster won't completely dissolve. And so you can hear like just little pieces of plaster. You can paint right over them. They won't make any difference to your painting at all, really. You can just scrape them off your mouth. So there's just a little hint. All right, enough of that playing around. All right, so since we're doing black canvas, we're going to want to put some liquid clear on here. So I will soon have a video up for making liquid clear for yourself, or at least a product like liquid clear. So this is my own personal little formula that I like to use. And the reason I like it is because it dries relatively quick. So, you know. So we're just going to do a little, I don't know what, something here on a black canvas. Now, you can actually do a daylight scene on black canvas. Just because you're going to a black canvas doesn't mean that you've got to, do a nighttime scene. You can, and we might, but you can do a daytime scene just as well. So don't let yourself get, too wound up around that particular thing. All right, let's just clean this 1-inch brush. Bob Ross would say, we'll just beat the devil out of it. We'll just take a paper towel now, and then we're going to just wipe this lightly. Wipe off any excess. You can't really ever wipe all the liquid clear off, but you don't want any more on there than what you're actually going to need. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do. Let's take... I've been wanting to piddle around with this this green color that I have here. I forgot what it's actually called. Viridian green. So let's take some Viridian green. Now this is made by Georgian. It's a super bright green. So at least it is in anything I've ever used it for. So we're going to try something a little bit different today. So we'll put a little bit of medium on the brush and pick up some Viridian green. Let's just take this and put it on the canvas. Now you're not going to see a whole lot going on during this phase, but this is a pretty green. I'm trying to, I haven't used much of it because I haven't found a really good use for it. But maybe today will be the day. All right. So we'll make some use of this today. See how it comes out. I'm going to want this to be a nice even coat when it's done, so even though I'm just kind of slinging it on here, the moment we'll get around to doing this, which will get it to be nice and even before it's all said and done. Alright. Okay, let's see what we got. So let's clean this brush. So for those of you who follow along pretty steadily, you know that last year I lost my cat, Midnight, after 17 years. He and I were bestest buddies, and I got a new cat about 6 months ago, and I adopted him from a rescue. His name is Axel, and he is a sweetheart. Oh my gosh, he's such a good cat. And I had taken him to the hospital today because he was sick, but luckily they don't think there's anything too much wrong with him. So I'm going to be on some antibiotics for the next couple days, and then hopefully he'll be back to being his chipper self. But he's my boy, so gets me worried when he's not feeling too good. All right, so we're going to try. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll use some of this Gamblin 1980 Cad Yellow Light. And I'm going to add to that, I'm not going to mix them, I don't think. I'll probably mix them on the brush, but not on the palette. I think I will add to that some, don't drop it, some Grumbacher Naples Yellow. Now, Naples Yellow it's a little thicker, this Grumbacher paint. It's pre-test, so, you know, it's good stuff. It's pretty thick. So, you know, we'll have to probably add some stuff to that, add some medium to that as we go. But, so let's start off. Let's just test the waters here. So let's start off with this bright yellow. And let's start by kind of putting a few trees in here. Just a few tap, 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 tap trees. Or maybe these won't be trees. Maybe this will just be a hillside. Let's try that. All right, so if we're going to go with that, let's straighten this a little more. We don't want that much curve in there. Straighten out, boys. Let's pick up some more yellow. And let's kind of straighten that out. There we go. Now, let's see. Let's take, and before we go very far, let's kind of stick the fan brushes this painting and see where it goes. Let's kind of so now this is just titanium white on a fan brush. Let's try this. So as you can see, and I don't really have a scene in mind, I'm just kind of making this up as I go. So that's par for the course with me. If you follow me, you already kind of know that. So. All right, let's just kind of take this. All right, we'll just kind of let that be right there. And we're going to put a little bit more light up here. Well, okay, I didn't want to do it that way, but that's okay. That'll work. All right. go back. Let's go back to our Viridian green colors. So we're trying a new camera setup today. You guys let me know how you like it. If you like this view better than previous views. All right, let's just kind of, for the heck of it, let's go ahead and add a few water lines, just to start kind of, laying this out. All right, that's pretty good. All right, so we're going to stick to the fan brush. Now this, I didn't notice it, but I noticed it now. This water line is crooked. It's crooked. Try not to cut my finger with my own knife. So let's just kind of straighten it up a little bit. There we go. That's better. All right. Back to Naples green. And we'll start adding some other colors in here in a few moments. I didn't really want it that dark. So let's just, what shall we do? Let's clean this brush. All right, and we'll just wipe it out on a towel. Pick up some more of this yellow. So now we're just adding the highlights here while the paint's fresh on the brush. We'll do the same thing again on the other side. All right, now I think it would look kind of cool if we add a few little rocks and things in here. So let's just do that. Let's try. I think we'll try this just with some, let's kind of stick to some dark and light. Let me get a little bead of titanium white on the palette. There we go. Couldn't get the lid back on straight. All right, let's see. How do I want to go about this? I wonder if we took a smaller fan brush first. Kind of right along in here, we just see. Let's add a little bit of, that's burnt umber. That's a little too dark. Let's go to some dark sienna. I think will be a good color. Maybe. We'll try it. Although I did think about putting some black and gray in here, which might also look good. All right, so let's do a couple of things. Let's put a couple of, well, I'll tell you what, let's make a few rocks this way first. So we'll start off with sienna and titanium white on the other side. So you see on this side of the brush I have dark sienna, on this side I have just white. So we'll use that with the white on top. We'll kind of curve some rocks in here. All right, and then let's put, amidst that, let's see if we can do this. I don't know if we can do this or not. We'll find out. I'm going to put some darker rocks, maybe, maybe not. Let's find out. Some darker rocks. Not this side. All right. Maybe some more over this way. All right. All right. So let's go to a smaller, do I have a smaller filbert? No. All right, so I'll use this one. Let's take some of this yellow and see if we can like maybe that'll work, maybe. Slide a couple little trees in here. Not sure if that's going to work good. We'll find out. We'll find out. All right, that'll be okay for now. All right, so let's go back to this yellow and green color. Now we're going to leave that dark green right there and sitting in that shadow. And then we're just going to kind of bring another piece of landscape in under that. We're going to leave those shadows there. Those shadows are going to work for us here. And then a little bit of the same on the other side. So we're going to keep this ground right here really kind of flat coming into that. Leave some water there. And work it back out. There we go. All right. So let's kind of all right. So we've done that. Now let's figure out what we're gonna do with it. That's funny. All right, let's see. Let's get some. It's not funny. It's not that funny, but it's pretty funny. All right, so let's get some sienna, and let's put a little bit of landscaping right about here. Just a little bit of land right here. All right, now let's take this green. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's clean that brush though, because I picked up a lot of. I'm looking up a lot with that brown. All right, so we're gonna need a little bit more yellow. Probably at least as much as we've already used. And let's take a filbert. Nah, let's take this round brush. Okay, and then let's take a script liner. So we're gonna take a script liner, just kind of tap it out. And we're gonna add a tree right here in the middle of this mess. Just like that. All right, so I want this tree to have a big branch, just like its waterfall. Okay. So now we're painting over a lot of paint here. So we're adding some clear medium to this, just to keep it nice and sticky. There we go. And I just want to add a couple more little branches here and there. All right. Okay. So that's enough for the script liner at the moment. Let's put it away and let's fix up the tree. Now I have a particular thought for the tree, so I need an extra fan brush for this. So we'll push our waterfall fan brush away for a moment. And we're going to just use just white for this, I think. We're going to use the undercolor that we have. We're going to try this. Try it anyway. And let's add a little bit more to this one side right here. There we go. All right, let's leave that be now. Clean this fan brush up for the moment. But we're going to set it to the side because we might. Okay, first of all, we're going to clean it. We're going to get it clean. All right. All right. There we go. That's better. Yeah, we'll put it away. Heck, we can get it back out if we need it. All right, so let's get our greeny fan brush here. Okay, now that gives me some ideas on maybe what we can do with the rest of this. So let's just kind of bring our landscape in. So you might see me manipulate this fan brush every so often. All I'm really doing is just kind of flipping it over and painting with the other side. We're going to come back and highlight this some more in a minute. But we're picking up a little bit of highlight as we go, so it's okay. All right. Kind of liking that. Matter of fact, I'm kind of liking it a lot. All right. Let's take our brush, our little rock brush. I'm going to wipe the paint off because I'm not sure what colors I did have on it, but we'll start with the darkest colors first, I think. Well, maybe. All right. So I think maybe instead of this being so black, maybe we can just kind of just put some rocks in here around this tree. Okay. We got a couple out here in the stream. A couple over here. I need a little bit more white, I think. So I'm flipping that white. It's kind of going to sleep over here. Here we go. Maybe a couple over here. All right. All right, so I don't really like these rocks right here, so I'm just going to kind of paint over them. There we go. Let's add a little bit of white to that. Okie dokie. Let's carry on now. So let's see. Let's put a little bit of a tell you what, before we do any of that, let's bring this on a little bit farther down. let's do this. Let's put this color in first. This is just white for the water. Going in with a fan brush. And we're going to blend that some in a minute, but let's just kind of, for now, let's just kind of put it in here. We'll do a little bit of touch-ups on the waterfall here in just a second, but we get ready to switch paints out, we'll do that. But let's just kind of, for now, let's just kind of clean this brush. Why am I having so much trouble getting my fan brushes clean? Okay. Alright, so before we go too much farther, let's stop for a second. And let's just kind of add a little bit of highlight to this tree. Okay. Now we're just adding some little distant trees back here. And we're gonna kind of more insinuate them than anything, but we'll put some back there. That's good enough. All right. Now, before we put the water lines in, before we start putting the rest of the water lines in, say it that way, let's take, I guess I'll use a flat. It's just kind of a small area, so I'll just use a flat. We're just going to take this and we're going to pull some of this color down into the water. Like this. All right. Then we're just going to kind of pull this across, make some shadows, reflection kind of stuff. Easy little things. All right. Then we're going to put some stuff in here for the rest of the water in a minute. All right. I want to blend that, so I'm just going to use a 1-inch brush to do that. So let me blend this. I want it to be a little bit softer than it is. So let's do this. Okay. That's good. Doesn't need a lot, just a little bit. Okay. Let's take a fan brush. Do we have a fan brush? It's not filthy dirty. Yes, we do. Let's take a fan brush and let's just add a little bit of something for these waterfalls to be splashing down like that. Let's put some water lines in. Right here at the edge of the water. All right. Hold still just a minute, gang, while I flip my towel over. These towels are great. You can fold them and just keep using them until they're completely used up. They have about 8 sides on them, so that works out real good. All right. Let's do a little extra highlighting now. Very careful and wanted highlighting. So we're going to add a little bit of titanium white to this yellow and this green that we've been using. We'll add a few highlights here and there, just to give us a little more poof, like out here on in the back lines. I don't want to take all that dark away. I want that dark to stay in there. So. All right, now I'm going to do something with it. I don't usually do, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it anyway. I don't know if it's going to help or hinder. I'm going to take a really small brush. This little flat, maybe. Yeah, this little flat. And we're just going to barely blend the top of this waterfall so that it's kind of pulling into the, like that. This one kind of looks okay. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit of dark around the corner of this waterfall. And maybe a little bit of dark in here. Some dark like this around this tree. Maybe a little bit of dark right in here. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, now this one tree that we had out here was kind of yellow. We're going to add a little bit of whiteness to this just to perk it up a little bit. And maybe just a touch of highlight. Let me clean this brush out, because I'm going to have to do that with a script liner for sure. So we'll put this away. We'll pick up a script liner, put a little bit of medium on it. I don't want to get a lot of medium because this is a tiny little ad. All right. So, nice little straightforward painting. And I hope you guys really enjoy it. It's on black canvas. And we'll be back soon to do something else new. See you later. Bye.